Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, it is the part 5 of the Ford Mustang rebuild, and I'm going to start off the video with me being at the paint shop picking up the Mustang. So let's go ahead and start off the video. Alright guys, so here we are at the paint shop and I am picking up my Ford Mustang. Man, this thing shines. It's a little bit dusty, it needs to be washed. He was going to wash it, but he didn't have time, so I'll just go ahead and pick it up and wash it myself whenever it's done. So let's go ahead and load it up on the trailer and we can head back to the shop. Alright guys, we are back at the shop and now I'm going to unload the Mustang and I am going to jump right on it and get started. And before I start assembling everything, I will show you guys the roof and I'll show you guys the front end, and I'll tell you guys where exactly he painted and what he painted. Alrighty guys, so it is back in the shop and check this paint job out. Man, this thing looks sick. Everything just shines. So basically he called me and he said that there was a bunch of little dings on the quarter panels and stuff, so he just sprayed the whole thing completely. So it's got a brand new paint job all over. The rear bumper had a little scratch over here. I don't know if you guys remember or not from the first video. Basically he repainted the whole car. And check out the roof, guys. This thing looks amazing. I am actually glad I didn't replace it. He did a very good job on straightening it out and repainting it. So I guess without wasting any time, I am going to jump on the interior and start knocking this thing out, because that's going to be the most work compared to the front end. The front end shouldn't be that hard to reassemble. So let's go ahead and get started on the interior. I almost forgot, guys, before I start on the interior, check what I got for this Mustang. I got some new wheels and these things look sick. They look really nice. I mean, I am excited to put these things on. If I put them on and for some reason they don't look right on the Mustang, I will just leave the original rims on there. But I personally think this is gonna make the car look so much nicer. I'm not sure how good will it look, because the car is original height. With those wheels, the car might need to be lowered, so we'll see. And also I am getting an exhaust on this thing, but let's go ahead and jump on the interior and start knocking that thing out. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna start with is installing the roof airbag and putting the headliner back in before I install the front glass back in. So let's start on that and then we'll move on to the seat belts and then everything else. Alrighty guys, the roof airbag is installed. Now I am probably going to start installing the headliner, and then after that probably the seat belts and the rest of the panels that go on the side. Alrighty guys, the headliner is completely done. Sun visors are in, everything is in. So now we're gonna move on to the seat belts and then install the covers and then the back seat, and then we'll move on to the front. Alrighty guys, the seat belts and the side covers or side plastics are installed. Also the rear seat is installed too, so everything is working properly. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the SRS module before I install the seats, and then I'll install the seats and finally the driver airbag, and then we'll try to start the car and hopefully the airbag light will turn on. And also guys, before I install the seats, I do want to go ahead and vacuum out this section and the passenger side as much as possible to clean out all this nasty dirt and stuff. Alrighty guys, the center console is completely installed. Now I'm going to move on to vacuuming these two sections, this one and on the passenger side, and then I will install the seats. I'll have this off camera just for the sake of time. Alright guys, both seats are installed. Now it's time to install the airbag. Okay, so the airbag is installed and now it is the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and connect the battery and start it and see if the airbag light will turn off. Airbag light is right there. Nope, it's back on. So most of the time with the Fords, when you're working on Fords and when you reset the airbag module, you have to reset the seat, the weight sensor or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my scanner. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna catch you guys afterwards. Alright guys, so the seat is recalibrated, and now let's watch. The airbag light is over there. This is attempt number 2. It is right there. Oh yeah, it's gone. Perfect. The only thing that's on is what? Trunk, doors, the hood. I think that's about it. Shoot, heck yeah. Perfect. Interior is completely done. So next, our next step is to get the front end assembled. See what we're looking at here. It shouldn't be too much work. Pretty much the bumper needs to be assembled, and then I don't know, all the plastics, the fender liners, and I do want to swap out these wheels and see how are these gonna look on there. But from looking from right here, I mean, these things look really good, so hopefully they're gonna look as good as they look over there on the Mustang, but we shall find out. Alrighty guys, it is getting pretty late on me today, so I'm gonna wrap it up, and tomorrow morning, first thing we're gonna do is start on this front end, and we should have it done in no time. Hopefully by lunchtime I'll have it done and maybe the wheels swapped out, and then I'm gonna take it to my detailing guys, or I'll just call them to come here, either one, and once they're done detailing, we're gonna go for a final test drive. Alright guys, it is the next day here, so without wasting any time, let's go ahead and jump on the front end and get this thing knocked out. Alrighty guys, both fenders are completely installed, and here are the gaps. These gaps look really good. At the end, if I do have to readjust them just a little bit, that should be no problem, but here is what they look like as of right now. I think they look really good as it is. So let's move on to installing the headlights, and then we will have to assemble the bumper. But before we install the bumper, I do have to put the fender liners on. All right guys, so both of the headlights are installed and they fit perfect. Now I'm just gonna throw on the bumper just to test fit it, just to see how everything fits, and then we're gonna assemble the complete bumper. Alrighty guys, so the bumper fits perfectly around the headlight. There is no gap, and over here it'll sit on the clip. Over here the bumper needs to go up just a hair, which I'll do that later. This side is good, so pretty much the whole thing fits pretty good. Now all I need to do is put the bumper complete, all the grills and plastics and fog lights and stuff, and then we will mount the bumper on. Alright guys, so I actually went ahead and installed the side skirts on both sides, and they fit perfect. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't, but anyways, they fit really good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and probably install this cover here that goes under the hood. Those two, I don't know, they're called the sprayers or whatever. Install that too, and then we'll move on to the bumper. I've actually thought about it, and it's probably gonna be easier for me to install the bumper first, and then afterwards the fender liners. So let's go ahead and jump on doing this, finish it up, and then we'll move on to the bumper. Alrighty, everything here is installed, all the clips are in, and it looks absolutely perfect. And also the washer thing is installed too, so that looks good. Now let's move on to the bumper and start assembling it. Guys, check this thing out. Man, this thing looks good. Orange and all these black grills and lip, it just makes it stand out so good. This thing looks really nice. So if you guys think the gray one looked good, this thing looks even better because it does have the bigger lip from the performance package, and it just makes it look so aggressive. And I did went ahead and just lightly put the wheel up against it, and this is what it looks like. I think it looks really good. I don't have the lug nuts yet because this is a custom wheel, so the original lug nuts does not fit in there, so I'm gonna have to go to AutoZone, buy some new ones. But I think the wheel looks really nice, and I might have to take the spacers off, maybe not, but it looks pretty good like this, I guess. Once I drop it down, it'll show a little bit better how it's sitting. But yeah guys, this is what it looks like already. I don't know if you guys remember or not, before and after, but I am noticing that this hood is need to go down just a little bit here. I'm probably gonna drop the latch a little bit. Alrighty guys, everything is installed. I went ahead and installed this plastic piece too, so I think I am pretty much ready to go ahead and install the fender liners. I'm not sure if I'll have this on camera. I'll try to have it, but I guess, I don't know, you guys might not be able to see much there, but let's go ahead and get started on that. Also, maybe some of you guys are wondering, why am I not installing this, I believe it's a cowl or whatever it is. This is the cover for the windshield wipers, for the windshield wiper motor. I'm gonna leave it out for now until my glass guy comes and installs the windshield, which is right there. So as soon as he installs it, I will install this piece back on there. And I went ahead and put an order on the cover, the 5.0, the engine cover. Should come in here any day now, but anyway, let's get started on the fender liners. Alright guys, both of the fender liners are installed. I actually even went ahead and installed the 5/0 badges, and also the under shield is installed too. And here is the other side. Looks really good. So now I'm going to run to O'Reilly or AutoZone, and I will try to get some aftermarket lug nuts for these wheels. That way I can mount them and see how they look. I'll catch you guys then. Alrighty guys, I am back and I bought a full set of lug nuts. So let's go ahead and try to mount these wheels and see how they look. Alrighty guys, so the wheels are swapped out. I think I'm liking this look. The only thing I don't like is how the wheel is sticking out so much. So I am probably going to remove that spacer that I had in there just on the rear wheel, because if you look on the front wheel, it's sitting very flush with the fender, so that is perfect. So let's go ahead and remove this rear spacer and see what it looks like without it. Alright guys, the spacer is removed, and check this fitment out right here. Look at that. This is perfect. That's just the way I wanted it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove both of the rear spacers. And now that I'm thinking, now since I have custom wheels on it, I have no choice but to put a custom exhaust on it. So I will, I found one online here locally, so I will probably go ahead and pick it up and install it. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and moved it out of that spot just for the shocks to kind of sit down a little bit more, because I did jack it up. And from what it looks like, this rear tire looks a bit small, but it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It looks a lot better than the stock wheels anyway. So next thing we're gonna do right now is go ahead and get it up on the lift, and we are going to install that exhaust that I just got. So stay tuned guys. Now here's the difference. This thing is sounding very, very quiet. Let's go ahead and install that exhaust. Alright guys, so here is the new exhaust. It's MagnaFlow exhaust. It has a little bit of damage over there, but that's no big deal. That shouldn't affect anything. So let's go ahead and start taking off the old exhaust. I believe it starts from right here and goes all the way back. So hopefully this thing sounds good. Alrighty guys, the old exhaust is off. Man, that sucker was heavy, but we managed to get it off. So now we're going to move on to the new pipes, start installing those, and hopefully everything fits good, and then we're going to tighten it up and start it up. Alrighty guys, the exhaust is installed. I went ahead and tightened down all the clamps. Everything is tight now, so I can drop the car down and start it and see how this thing sounds. Alright guys, so the car is down, and now I'm going to give you guys, I guess, a cold start, and let me know what you guys think about this exhaust. Alrighty guys, I'm not sure how good was it showing up on camera or the sound quality, but man, this thing sounds good. It's the best $350 I've ever spent. Let's go ahead and get it out of this area, and my glass guy should be here soon, hopefully today. If not, then it'll be tomorrow, and then I'll get it detailed, and that's it. Alrighty guys, my detailing guys are here and they are cleaning this thing out. Man, check this thing out. Looks nice. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit closer once they're done. I don't really want to bother them, but Everything looks super clean. The interior looks clean as well. Like I said, I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but as of right now, this is what it looks like. Alrighty guys, the car is finally detailed, and now I'm gonna take you guys on a little test drive, and then we're gonna do a final walkthrough of the car, and that is going to be it for this build. So let's go ahead and take it for a little test drive. Now this is going to be a little bit tough to drive the car and shift gears, but I'll try to get it done. So Mustang feels like. Definitely feels good. I'm not gonna be doing a burnout on this one, guys. I'm just a quick little pull, just as you guys seen just now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and park it, and I'm gonna walk around and show you guys what the car looks like. Alright guys, so I finally pulled over, and let's walk around and check out the final detail of the car. See how this thing looks. This thing looks amazing. This orange, once it's clean, it just looks absolutely perfect, and it just looks super slick. Here it is, guys. Oh, my battery's dying. Let's try to make this a little bit quicker. And here's the interior. It looks really clean. So yeah, this car is ready to be sold. The new buyer is going to be pretty happy with this thing. The new exhaust, wheels, it just looks really sick. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this build. This thing came out super nice, and it's super clean look. And let me know in the comment section down below about what do you guys think about how this car looks. So with all that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like my videos, share them with your friends, and follow me on Instagram at Rebuild with Nick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.